Have you ever wondered what makes some people just instantly captivating? Well, today we're unlocking the Radiance Code. We're going to explore the hidden psychological shortcuts that can really amplify your natural appeal, right from that very first impression.
So, let's just start with the big question, right? Is attraction all just a roll of the dice, random luck? Or is there something more going on? What if I told you there's a hidden script, a kind of code that you can actually learn to tap into?
And that is exactly what we are digging into in this explainer. We're going to break down 5 really practical, science-backed techniques that can have an almost immediate impact. You can think of them as the foundational lines of code for human connection.
Okay, let's dive right into our first section, the visual blueprint. This is all about those first impressions, the signals you send before you even say a single word.
First up, we've got the red phenomenon. And this one, it's surprisingly powerful. Tons of studies show that just wearing the color red can make people see you as more attractive and even of a higher status. So why does this work? Well, it's a primal signal, maybe linked way back in our evolutionary past to health and dominance, and it just grabs attention on a subconscious level. Next up, your body language. And this slide shows a really clear contrast. Over on the left, you've got that expansive, high-power posture. You're taking up space, your arms are uncrossed. Research by Dr. Amy Cuddy shows this signals health and confidence. And then on the right, you see the total opposite. Closed-off, low-power poses that can come across as defensive. It's a universal biological trigger that our brains are just wired to notice. All right, so we've covered the signals people see from a distance. Now, let's zoom in a little bit for section 2, your personal signature. These are the details that people notice when they get a bit closer to you.
You know that kind of smile that just feels completely genuine? That's what's called the Duchenne smile. See, it's not just about your mouth. It's the kind of smile that makes the corners of your eyes crinkle up. It's authenticity in action. And get this, when someone sees this genuine smile, it actually fires up their brain's reward center, making you seem instantly more approachable and warm.
Next is a really powerful psychological principle called the halo effect. Here's the deal. Our brains love shortcuts. So if we see that someone has put care into one area, let's say they're grooming, our brain subconsciously puts this little halo around them. We just assume they're positive in other, totally unrelated areas, like being smarter or more trustworthy.
So how do you activate this halo? It's really all in the details. The source material points to things like clean nails, clothes that fit you well, and just good posture. This isn't about being wealthy. It's about sending simple signals of care and attention. And that's what triggers that positive assumption in someone else's mind.
Okay, so we've covered visual cues, both from a distance and up close. Now, it's time for our final layer, the connection catalyst. This is where we go from just broadcasting signals to actually creating a real bond.
And the ultimate tool for this is active listening. But it is so much more than just being quiet while someone else talks. You can think of it as a 3-step process. First, it starts with being genuinely curious. That curiosity then leads to making the other person feel truly heard and valued. And that feeling, well, that's what unlocks the final, most powerful step.
And that final step is explained by this theory of reciprocal liking. It's so simple, but it's really profound. We are naturally drawn to people who we feel are genuinely interested in us. When you truly listen, you're not just hearing words, you're communicating that the other person matters. And that is absolutely magnetic.
So, there you have it. Those are the core components of the Radiance Code. Let's do a quick recap here and put all these pieces together. So your 5-point Radiance Code is this. Wear red to capture attention. Use open, confident body language. Master that genuine Duchenne smile that reaches your eyes. Leverage the halo effect by paying attention to the details. And finally, build a real connection through active listening. Every single one of these is a tool you can start using today. And remember, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about understanding the psychology of connection so you can let your authentic self shine through more clearly. So the final question is for you. Which part of the code are you going to start with?